favorite car dude. It's Ron the Car Guy, answering your questions about your vehicle and giving you some information that you may or may not have known about your vehicles. How are you doing this week?
I'm doing well this week. Very well. Yeah.
You look very bright here this morning.
Well, I feel bright. Maybe I have some knowledge too.
So you ready for the last couple of Zoo Brews coming up?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow night will be great. Standing Hampton's going to be there. That should be a big crowd. They always do a really good job.
And we're going to have a lot of fun. You always give away some great stuff.
I do.
All right. So
now, besides fixing cars, you guys always have a great service that people can call at any time if you happen to find yourself on the side of the road or a situation that you're needing some assistance where you can't take your vehicle to Westside Auto Pros. And you always say that there's one thing that you see more than others when you get that special call.
We do, and the majority of the calls, well, not the majority, but a lot of them are flat tires.
Right.
And right now, we're averaging about 74 calls a day.
A day?
A day, every 24-hour period for towing and roadside assistance, and that's just for AAA. We also do calls for some other motor clubs, and then, of course, if you don't have roadside assistance, you can just give us a call,
right,
and we come out and help you. But of those 74 calls, we get a lot of flat tires. People, they don't have their jack. They can't get the tire down. They can't change it themselves. They don't want to change it themselves. You're paying for roadside assistance. Why not call for help? And one of the things that I find unique is two things happen. One, oftentimes the spare tire is flat.
Because people don't think about it.
Exactly.
And it's covered up a lot of times.
Exactly. Yeah. It's out of sight, out of mind. And so, that's the first thing piece of advice I want to give people is when you're getting your oil changed or getting the car serviced, ask them, did you check the air in my spare tire? And if they said no, then please ask them to check it.
Clean out my trunk and go do it.
Well, there's issues there.
You can't get to it.
That we see a lot of that. But that's one of the reasons people call us is because the spare tire's flat, and so it's of no good. Now, luckily, we have air compressors on all the trucks, so we can air it up and put the spare tire on. But the other thing that we run into is cars that don't have a spare tire.
Yeah, people saying, I can't find my spare tire.
Exactly. We had a guy come in with a Chevrolet Tahoe hybrid, I think it was about 3 weeks ago, and he said, I can't find the spare tire on my vehicle. Well, it's because it doesn't have it. It didn't come with one. There isn't room for it.
Is that weird? Is
that
odd?
It's becoming more and more common.
And how long ago did they start moving toward that?
Probably back in about 2010 to 2012. And part of it is, and you hear me relate everything to this on this show, but it's corporate average fuel economy that we're striving to increase. And the spare tire, it takes up space, it weighs, and that it reduces fuel economy, and we just don't have room for them in some cars anymore.
So what do they expect you to do?
Well, the cars come with, some of the cars come with run flat tires, so you're supposed to be able to drive a certain distance without air in the tire.
Right.
Other cars come with a small battery or air compressor that plugs into the cigarette lighter, or a can of sealant that you put into that's what that comes with in lieu of a spare tire.
Okay.
The problem with that is if the tire blows out,
right. That's not really going to do a whole lot.
Absolutely, or even a run flat if it comes apart. And so then you're relying on a tow or roadside assistance. And currently there's 164 models of cars on the road that the spare tire was either an option or not available.
Wow.
164.
That's a lot.
AAA says 1 out of 5 cars on the road today does not have a spare tire intentionally.
I'm curious to see how much fuel mileage by not having a tire on board would gain
donut.
you.
Yeah. Well, because we've gone down to such a small donut anyway.
Right.
True.
But they're grasping for anything they can do. Aerodynamics.
Everything adds up.
Yeah, everything's going to plastic. Yeah, exactly. So more importantly, people need to be informed. If their car has a spare tire, they just need to know that. So when they if they do run into a situation where they have a flat tire, they know rather than mess around. We get the calls. They'll come in and it'll be for a tire change. Say we had one last week. It was on a Chevrolet Volt. Well, we know the Chevrolet Volt doesn't have a spare tire. So the call comes in for a tire change on a Chevrolet Volt. Well, rather than send a mobile assistance van to go out and change the tire, we knew to send a tow truck.
All right.
because it's not going to go anywhere. There's no tire to put
there's
on.
no
You don't have some kind of tire to take with you, or is that an option for some?
No,
or
we
not?
just tow the vehicle.
Just bring it in?
Yeah, it's going to have a tire put on it anyway. But people just need to be aware whether or not their car has a spare tire. And you can go to Google. AAA has a whole list of cars on there that the tire was either an option or just didn't even have a tire. Pretty much all manufacturers out there have some type of model that doesn't have a spare. Hybrid cars rarely have a spare.
Wow, that's hard to believe. So again, 2010 or newer, you might want to do a once around on your car.
Exactly. See if if you do have a spare, maybe check and see if there's air in it. See if you have the
Right, see if
jack
it's
and the
okay.
lug wrench.
That'd be a good idea. And,
Exactly.
and if you don't have a tire, you might want to think about getting a plan.
If there's a place to put one, or have a roadside assistance.
Be prepared.
Exactly. Get a AAA membership. Make sure that you have it through your insurance or something. Because if you don't have a spare and you blow a tire out, you're gonna have to be towed.
And if people want to be prepared and put a number in their phone right now, Ron, what would that be?
That would be 309-1911. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like I said, we're really busy with the roadside assistance, but we provide really good quick service.
So again, 309-1911.
Exactly. We kind of picked that out, didn't we?
Did you? All right. Well, you were talking about AAA and that one out of every 5 cars doesn't have a spare tire. But speaking of AAA, you guys got a pretty nice award from them here recently.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. What is this?
This is the 2016 Service Provider of Excellence Award. This is the 4th year in a row that we've received this from AAA. We're the only one in Metro Des Moines to have received this award, and it's based off scores. They survey the people that we provide service to, and they rate us, and there's a scoring system, and if the scores are high enough, then you receive this award. And yeah, that was really cool to get this award, especially 4 years in a row. And I think there was three or four providers in the entire state that received it. But again, we were the only one in the metro area to actually have received it for 4 years in a row.
Nice.
That's very impressive.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah.
Now, it's really neat when you say that you can just pick the phone up anytime, day or night, and give you guys a call, because you'll come out and you'll be able to take care of them and get the car
Absolutely.
either back to your shop or get them, taken care of.
Exactly.
On the spot.
Absolutely.
And recently you had a situation, a very unique situation involving a car you don't see driving around here too often, is there?
No, that was kind of cool too, and that actually was a AAA call. The person had AAA.
Look at this.
Yeah,
This is Des Moines.
Yeah, this car is in Des Moines. It's a Mosler, and it's basically a street legal race car. I mean, I Googled it a little bit because I'm not familiar with this car. It's all carbon fiber and stuff, and if I remember right, over like an 8-year period, I think they built like 14 or 16 of them that were actually street legal, but. This gentleman had.
He couldn't find his spare tire.
I guarantee you, this car does not have a spare tire.
They have a pit crew that comes with this one. Yeah,
exactly. But we were able to tow his car, and it's.
So you tow anything. So basically, if
Yeah.
you have a problem on the side of the road, you guys are the folks to call.
And it doesn't even have to be a car. I mean, we've hauled hot tubs. I mean,
My hot tub has a flat. Can you
now
come get it, Ron?
That's not covered by AAA. we can't.
Just so you know.
Can't run that through your membership or roadside assistance.
Hey, speaking of memberships, before we go, what if people want to? You guys have anything that you offer for roadside assistance when it comes to memberships at all?
My recommendation is to get a AAA.
Get AAA,
plus.
okay.
Yeah, it's $95 a year. They'll tow your car up to 100 miles.
That's a great deal.
And it's valid anywhere in the U.S. They're going to take care of you.
Might as
And
well.
remind everybody your number one more time there, Ron.
For the roadside assistance, it's 515-309-1911. Or you can call our main line, 225-9090. If you call it after hours, it'll direct you where you need to go. We're there to help.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Ron the car guy,
Thank you,
folks.
Ron.
Westside Auto Pro, great job as always. We